Welcome back, everybody. I'm Michael Quinn. This is Consumer Talk on KGO. We'll take care of that last call. That's a fun one. Big screen TV shows up at your house. You didn't order it. Who's this guy? And then the company gives you too much information. We'll find out what's going on. We'll report back next week. Now I want to talk about real estate in the Bay Area. We've been having on quite a few guests about this because real estate in the Bay Area is nuts. I want to welcome Debbi DiMaggio. She's the author and real estate agent, the author of her new book, the one I'm holding in my hand right now, The Art of Real Estate. She joins us on the live line right now. Hey, Debbi, thanks a lot for joining us.
Yes, hi, how are you doing, Michael?
I'm doing great. Okay, DiMaggio, what's your connection with the family?
Third cousins. My grandfather and Joe DiMaggio's grandfather were first cousins.
Okay. I can't even keep track of the whole second, third cousin.
No, it's very hard. But every time I tell someone, all they hear is, oh, my God, she's Joe DiMaggio's niece. I don't say that, but that's what they all come back to.
Oh, just stick with that. That sounds way cool. Stick with that.
Right.
So why did you write the book? Why is there a need for your book?
So we've been doing this for over 20 years, my husband Adam and I, and we love helping people, and we love what we do, very passionate. And Adam had always said, let's write a book, and I said, we'll get there someday. And then we had a client, Rob Bond, who is the publisher, and he said, after working with us, we sold his house, he said, you have to do it. You have to write a book. We made the process for him so easy, and him and his wife were so overwhelmed in the beginning, and the way we put everything together, helping them with the process, the packing, the moving, all of the referrals, preparing the home, everything, and helping them find a home. He was your story has to be shared, and you need to hold meetings and share this with other sellers so they can understand the process.
It's a big pain to write a book.
It is.
I bet you want to do another one.
I don't know.
Every time I finish a book, I go, I'm not doing that again, ever. And then a couple of years later, I'm going, you know what? I think I forget the pain.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this market right now. We know San Francisco is just completely nuts, and then it seems to radiate out from there. I know the peninsula is pretty crazy. The Marin, North Bay, I don't know about the North Bay, but Marin is super crazy. How about Piedmont, Berkeley, Oakland? Is it all multiple offers and all of that over there too?
It is. It's people say that it's really good for realtors, but we have every home comes on the market on a Sunday for an open house. There's a Monday or Thursday broker tour. This is in both Piedmont and Oakland. And then there'll be a second Sunday open house, and there'll be an offer date. And there will be multiple offers. And it's a home, for example, would list at 2.2 and sell at 2.8. So it doesn't matter what it's listed for. It's just going to go. And that's Piedmont and Oakland and Berkeley. It's crazy. It's tough.
When I check Zillow, which is not end-all be-all, I'm not going to try to say that, but when I check it, it appears like though it seems when I take a look at a house that's for sale, the asking price comes in, 10% less than what the square foot price would lead you to believe would be the actual price of it, and then it goes for more than that. So it seems like everybody's underpricing by about 10% and seeing where things go. Is that what you're seeing?
Adam, do you want to answer that?
Hi, Michael.
We got Adam here, too. Adam Betta, is that how you say the last name? Betta. Okay. Adam, what do you say?
Well, I'm going to give a seller a range. Per the comps, there's going to be a range because we don't live in a homogeneous development. All houses are different, square footage, views, condition. So we're going to look at a range for where I'm suggesting to list your home. And I'm going to advocate that putting it on at a lower price point will generate more interest and ultimately more offers and a higher sales price.
It seems like those who price over the market just sit there and then they go away. So is that the people are just unrealistic about what the house is worth, or is it that they killed the buzz? They're a buzzkill. Is that what occurred?
Actually, there's a house right now that's sitting because they overpriced it, and everything in Piedmont sells over asking if it's priced right. But all of the data is available online, what homes are sold for, what they listed for. And if you get too aggressive, you are going to lose. Your home is not going to sell, and it's going to sit, and then it's going to have to be taken off the market, because once you've passed that 10-day threshold, you're stuck, and you're going to get offers under the asking price. So you can't fool buyers out there. The public knows what's going on. They see it. You can't hide. So if you overprice it, you're done.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not surprised. Okay, so let's say, just to keep the figures easy, it's $1 million home. You price it at $900,000. What would you expect it to go for?
1.3, 1.4.
Really, that much more, huh? And yet, if you price it at 1.1, people just don't show up, huh?
Well, I think you're going to limit the potential buying pool at that point, where in this example, if you come on at $900,000, you might get 10 offers. And I think what's important for a seller to understand is the bottom 3 offers in those 10 offers make the top 3 offers go higher. And if you come in at that 1.1, I think is what you said, then you might only get 4 or 5 offers, and then buyers aren't going to be as aggressive as they would have been if there were more offers.
And then, Debbie, I'm fascinated by what you just said about a 10-day period. So after 10 days, you're old news, huh?
Yes, you are old news. If you're on the market longer than 10 days, and people laugh, who come, buyers we're working with, and they're like, oh, it's been on for 7 days. I'm like, yeah, if it doesn't have an offer in a couple days, if offers are in this day, and if they don't get offers, it's old. And people come from other areas and come into our market, and we have to constantly educate them. And that's exactly why we wrote the book, to help people to understand. And it's not just our market. It's, New York and different areas, Boston or San Francisco or Marin. It's wherever there's a hot market, you could use this book to guide you.
And I think there's also, when a home languishes on the market, I think there's a perceived deficiency in the home. And so buyers will not go after the house after it's been on 7, 10, or 14 days. They'll just say, oh, there must be something wrong with that house. It didn't sell. And there could be nothing wrong with the house, but there's a perceived deficiency in the home.
That's huge. That is very huge. And that's the same thing if a home is not painted and staged and prepped and mulches in fresh white flowers and mulch in the garden. People say, what's wrong with it? Are these people hurting? Why haven't they done the typical staging and painting and cleanup?
Oh, so as is homes, not only it's not move-in ready, but people just don't. Everybody goes, okay, what's really going on here?
Exactly.
Wow. So what do people expect? Okay, so 2 things. What do people expect? How much should you expect to spend on staging, painting, and all of that, and will you get the money back?
Okay, what was the first question?
I know. How old are you? I asked too many questions.
The money part. So,
okay, how much should people expect to spend?
Okay, people should expect to spend $30,000 to $40,000. And now let me tell you how quickly that adds up.
Whoa, but wait a sec. I mean, that is such a real estate agent answer. It's like, it's your money, so spend $30,000. The people at home are going, wait a second.
If you want the multiple offers and you want to make good money for your house that you own, then you need to put in the money, because if you don't put it in, you're not going to get that a couple $100,000 swing. So it's your house, it's your money, but if you don't invest in your investment, you're not going to see this great return. And it's proven time and time and time again. You have one chance to make a first impression, and you should really put your best foot forward. Last year we sold a house where we interviewed with other agents, and they were coming in at 1.2, 1.3, and we said, no, if you do these things, you're going to sell much higher than that, and I think you should come on in the 1.4, 1.5 range. Well, in 3 weeks, we did a light remodel to the kitchen and bath, refinished the hardwood floors, painted it in and out, took a tree down, and the seller sold it for $1.8 million. So his $50,000 investment came tenfold back to him. And he thought he was going to get one too, and that's all that he would get. And I wrote a blog about it. If you build it, they will come.
Okay, now let's quickly. I'm out of time, so one quick answer. If you're the buyer in this market, what do you need to do?
I'll give you a list. I just spoke on this yesterday. The first thing, a letter that you write, a love letter of sorts, to the seller about how much you love the house and who you are and what your family, whoever's in your family, whatever it's a dog, a cat, kids. You want to write the letter. You need a letter from your lender. You want the buyer's lender to make a phone call to the listing agent and say how great the buyer is. You want a contract. You want this. And the terms are no contingencies for the most part when you're competitive. So no home, no loan, no appraisal, quick close or whatever the seller wants. It could be a free rent back. And then you want to include, what was the last thing? The letter, the disclosures. We here in the East Bay for sure, we provide all of our disclosures up front. So it's a huge packet. It could be, 1,000 pages, 500 to 1,000 pages. We want that signed, at least the cover sheet signed and approved ahead of time. And again, the house is still being taken as is, and we, the listing agent, have usually provided all these disclosures up front.
And The Art of Real Estate by Debbi DiMaggio and Adam
Betta.
Betta. Okay, now I'm scared to say it. Where can people find the book?
On Amazon.com.
Excellent. Thanks a lot for joining me, you two. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Now let's check out the news.